blueprint of what God intended a woman to be, right down the middle. Like we're instilled with a nurturing nature, and but
I'm sure it was probably the same people that was condemning people that didn't have like a lot of sympathy for Charlie Kirk's, or a lot of thoughts or feelings towards
that
or
part,
emotions towards his assassination. It's probably the same people.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly the same. That double standard hypocrisy stuff is complete and utter bullshit. But when I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's no way they can flip this. Oh, they flipped that.
Look, they gonna
always
find a way.
They gonna find a way to flip anything.
Yeah.
But this all boils down to first of all, I just want everyone to know, the ones who didn't go out and vote, or the ones who voted for Trump, you guys really voted for our genocide. That's really what you voted for, what you elected into office. Because he has an agenda. VP Kamala Harris was trying to warn us about this, and everybody else, and we're like, oh, it can't be that bad. We survived the first Trump presidency. It's not going to be that bad. It is, and it's going to get worse.
And he said it, that he had an agenda. He came back, so.
Yeah. But what do you guys think? Do you think that and to be clear, they look at people like Renee Good and other white people that are on the right side of justice as traitors. Because the bottom line is, this all started because this monster was created because we had a black president. That Trump needs to thank Obama for being in office, because that's basically what allowed him into office. The white supremacists and whatever were so pissed that we had a black president that this kind of was like a big vacuum of hate and anger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But and they're really worried about the white race disappearing.
Yeah, truly. I think that, because honestly, I have been very, very much so disconnected from media, social media and news and things like that. So, but I know what's going on. But it's to the point where I haven't watched the video. I didn't see the video. But, of course, like you said, even if you try to stay away from it, it still creeps into your algorithm. So, of course, I've heard about it, and I know, the severity of what's going on right now. And, I've seen a lot of people's thoughts on illegal immigrants and people praising ICE, even people that look like me, which that is kind of alarming for me, because there are citizens that are being targeted as well because of how they look. Yeah. So you think your black ass can't get picked up too? So that's the thing. And it's having that mindset is just so, me, mine. If it's not happening to me and mine, then, but it could be you and yours.
Yeah.
And it's if you're not standing for it now, if you don't have thoughts for it now, then when it comes to your front door, what do you expect to happen? Who do you expect to stand up for you? Who do you expect to come for you? Or how do you expect to handle that situation? You feel me? And what sympathy do you hope to get? And, I did see a video of a woman who ordered DoorDash, and her DoorDash driver they were trying to catch her, and she ended up running into her house, and the residents of the house, they stood up for her. And they basically, and even the neighborhood, you see people in the neighborhood coming out with their phones telling them that to leave. I don't give you the permission to be at my house, to come into my house, figure it out, but you have to leave. You have to leave here. And, I saw a lot of people saying that couldn't be me, especially if my kid was in the house. But then, and I understand that point of view, but you also have to think about what side of this you want to be on. History. period.
Right.
You know, think about history and what side of history you want to be on. When we learn about what happened, you always think, oh, I would have done this, or I would have, I would have fought and I would have stood up and I would have advocated and all. I would have been on what the Black Panthers was on, But then now that it's right here in our neighborhood and it's happening right now, like this is history happening right now, and people aren't really connecting the dots.
Yeah, I might want to add though. I'm gonna add to that though is that the couple ended up giving in.
They did.
Yeah,
The end of the video that I saw, Ice ended up leaving.
They ended up sending her out
without the
there.
lady.
They sent her out there, and she was on the porch just standing there crying.
I saw that part,
And
but more of it, the Ice left without the lady.
Okay,
she did end up on the porch, but because they were on the phone with the police, and the police was saying like, oh, they're gonna have to force themselves in if so like they were. I think that they had a battle with themselves. They was in conflict with
so
how
they
they handled the
in?
Situation. I don't know what happened after Ice left. But Ice left while the lady was still there on the porch. So the lady was on the porch, but they were outside too. They didn't just throw her out and close the door.
Maybe they came back or something, because the video I saw, they eventually told her, "I'm sorry, you got to go." And the lady was like crying and stuff. And
I saw that part of the video.
And then people were like, when the comments were like, "You went through all that just to make her go out there
right
anyway?"
So I saw that part of the video, and that's the part where I mean that they were in conflict with how to handle the situation, because they did have a child in the house.
Yeah.
And they were so I definitely understood the conflict, but they did end up sending her out. But I think that her conscience wouldn't let her just throw her out and close the door, because she did send her out on the porch, but she went outside too. And her and the neighbors, this is when you see the neighbors recording too. She's screaming and yelling at the ICE detectives to leave, and they did end up leaving.
Oh, that's good. Because of the video I saw, I was just like, oh my God, they sent her out there.
Yeah. It was so sad, like the way that the woman was crying, and one of the ICE agents was speaking to her in Spanish, and it just like. It's hard to watch.
And it's crazy because I've seen some Black ICE agents and some Latino ICE agents. I think that salary is tempting.
Yeah. People.
I think they get like a 55. I mean, I think the salary is 55,000, but they get like a hefty signing bonus too. And it's growing. That's the scary part. They're talking about going. Stephen A. Eggplant Head Miller. Announced that they're going to start going door to door now.
With it being MLK Day tomorrow, and you saying how standing up for something and just remembering, I'm just thinking of remembering about that, about what he stood for, and with that being the day tomorrow, then we're observing it. But I don't watch the news, and like you said, Sierra, it kind of like slip into your algorithm where you find out about it anyway. So it's just sad all the way around, because I have a brother that's a teacher, and how he says like those students, a lot of them, they don't come to school anymore because they are homeschooled, just because they're afraid, that they can come to the school, and just living like that, and just hearing you, Renee, say how that there was a doctor nearby and with me being in the medical field and knowing that I'm not able to save save their life, although that
you can't
might not
fulfill
have
your
happened.
Hippocratic
Absolutely. Yeah. So that was terrible.
And one of my favorite sayings by MLK is, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for
anything. Absolutely.
And that's basically what's going on now. So, yeah, I don't know what I would have done in that situation with the lady. Yeah.
Well,
especially if I had small
Panthers
kids.
Do come back out, and then they come out strong. It's a Black
they're
Panther,
out.
so I hope they come out all around, everywhere.
And I heard that ICE was at Somerset yesterday and Oakland Mall.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's why I'm just like, do I need to like start wearing some darker foundation? I don't want to be looking like I'm Latino, like. Don't be snatching.
It doesn't matter. It's an Indian.
Don't be snatching me up.
Colors, so
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look in between. Like, I want to look like a black person, but I want to look like a Haitian person.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
to be
No,
as
I'm
black
laughing,
as
but
we.
it's sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah.
So it is
Absolutely.
disgusting.
Yeah, it is terrible.
It's disgusting. So we're gonna move on from ICE, but I did see a nice, a funny video that warmed my heart, where it's like a video of all the ICE agents slipping on ice. And
Oh,
falling,
yeah.
falling in Minnesota.
Yep. Fall and bust their butt.
I'm not mad at that.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go on to the next topic, which is straight no chaser, and that's the sex topic where we give it to you straight no chaser. We don't hold back. We don't have ice. We don't have any ice.
Right.
Of course we don't have ice. we don't serve it with no orange juice, no papaya juice, no twist of lime. It's straight out the glass. No
Straight
chaser.
up.
So Jayla, aka Noodle, is the host of Straight No Chaser today. So we're gonna take it away to Noodle.
Hi guys. So today's Straight No Chaser been kind of so if anybody is familiar with Discord, I am a frequent flyer in the Discord, and we have, me and my friends on Discord, we have multiple conversations about different topics such as sex and sexuality and just all around everything. So one of the questions that I thought of for today that came up in one of our mini conversations was, if there is there a fantasy that you would like to try that you've been too nervous to ask, or like a secret fantasy that's kind of like, I don't want nobody judging me for this, but I kind of want to try this, like one of those. So I think mine, when I was thinking about it, I think mine is really just being an exhibitionist.
Oh.
I want to be in a room full of, I would like to be in a room full of people and just experiencing my partner just being, because normally I'm a voyeur. I like to watch. I like to watch other people. So me being watched is kind of like one of those things. I'm like, I don't know, but that is something that I would try. Yeah, that is something that I would give a go if I could. Oh, also,
Would I try that?
being in a group. So somebody mentioned like being in a group with like, not exactly, because we all know what orgies are. We all know, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an orgy. But like everybody has a partner, and like you all are just in one room together, just experiencing love in all that one room. But you don't necessarily have to partner swap. You can stay with your partner, but just
Y'all just all in the
we just
in
all
the
in the
same,
same room. Yeah,
room.
I would like to try that.
I did that before.
Oh,
I never did that.
what? Almost broke my hand getting the camera.
It wasn't a whole bunch of people, but I didn't definitely had my dude and us doing our thing over here. My friend had her dude and they doing their thing, and we in the same room doing our thing, and we ain't do no switching. I mean, it's what it is.
How did that come about? Y'all was just like drinking some gin and juice?
Nah, we wasn't drinking. Shit, we was
Smoking?
We was just caking. Like it was like a double cake type of thing, not like a double date because we went on a date. But yeah, we was all chilling, and one thing led to another, and that's how it just went down. It wasn't no conversation about it. It wasn't no, we really about to do this? No, it wasn't none of that. It was just
happened.
It's just
organically.
happened.
I think it's just the comfortability, right? Like you just gotta, feel comfortable with
Yeah.
whomever is in that room, and then sometimes things do happen. Like it's just
Right.
like you don't really plan, and it's just like a good, it's the vibe. You
Right.
sitting around with your friends, and it's like, okay, I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's objecting, nobody, we just gonna keep this going, but.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. And then I think I would try that.
Like an exhibitionist.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
deal.
So
I wouldn't
like,
mind that.
you mean like with a bunch of people in the room, or just you performing for everybody?
Wait, what you mean? Because that sounds like the same thing to me. Me
No.
performing for everybody, or to a bunch of people in the room.
Well, she said nobody's swapping partners, everyone just having sex.
Yeah.
So then I was like, so as far as the exhibitionist goes, being a part of that, or just having everybody watch you?
Having everybody watch me. So explain to me in detail what exactly the exhibitionist kink is.
So, exhibitionist kink basically it's like exactly what you said. Like you are the one being watched. Like it's like imagine if you and your partner were on a stage and like everybody bought ticket, or I'm not gonna say bought ticket. Like that's kind of crazy. No, like okay. So I'll put it this way.
Did you get your ticket to Jezebel's Blues? Speaking of
Right.
tickets,
Speaking of tickets.
I told you shameless plugs were gonna happen.
So like let's say you and your partner are like going to a kink party or like a sex party or something.
That's
and
what
like,
I'm thinking. That's what I'm envisioning.
Yeah,
right
like
now.
and then you guys take the bedroom and like things start but then people
start coming in,
people start walking in and just
Okay.
watching, just feeling the vibes and just watching, like nobody interrupts y'all, nobody join in. It's just
I've seen those
being watched.
in movies.
Yeah, I've seen those in movies.
I've
too.
seen those in real life.
Where?
You
Amsterdam?
been to sex parties?
Sex
before?
parties. Sex parties.
You off the mic, Donetta. You said you wanted to
What she said?
But I like a certain
That's why I shut, yeah.
I like a certain type of sex party. Like I'm very particular about because some people be like, oh well, like some are structured when some are not. It be like a kickback. Like I don't like the kickback vibe ones. Like we're just like, oh, everybody just come and pull up and then we just all gonna no. I don't like those. I like the ones that's like a party setting. Like there are vendors there. Like I went to one, there was like food vendors there, and there were like people selling sex toys and lingerie and things like that. There was a pole, there was a stripper there, and then upstairs you had like the rooms. You had the smoke out room, you had the room with the porn on, that's the bedroom, and then you had another room where it was the massage room, but you can also like do stuff and have sex in that room too, but that was the massage room. So I like a more planned structure type of party.
So is that the setting that you were the Voyager in? Like you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
I was
just
watching.
You
that
just
day.
went up there and just started watching people.
What's the
That's
Voyager?
it.
Just somebody's watching.
The
Yeah,
one that
voyeur,
watching.
yeah.
Okay.
You just like to watch. I just like to
See me like I don't mind watching, but I'm gonna have to have my person with me because if I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna want to. Yeah, I'm gonna need some action now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to it after that.
How do you hear about stuff like that?
people. You start to
Did he?
I promise there was no baby oil present in that setting, but you just start to, especially if you are open about your kink, and you meet other people who are in that in that world of kink, and open relationships and poly and things of that nature. You start to
just like a community.
Yeah, it's a community. You just start to hear about things because there are erotic poetry nights sometimes, and we also have here in Detroit. There's a kink playroom hall type of thing. Like I went to a poetry night. It's on the east side of Detroit. Can't remember exactly the name of it, but it's on the east side of Detroit. And in this space, there are different rooms catered to a different kink.
Really?
So there's like a room for.
That's interesting. I want to go.
There's a room for like wax play because you'll walk in there, you'll see like a massage table, you'll see like candles all around. That's wax play, and then you'll see a room that's like made up like a kid's room, and that can be like for aftercare. And that can be for,
You said it's what room?
Like it's like made up in like a for. I don't want to say kids,
right? Because you got to choose
right,
them
right,
words
right.
wisely, babe.
It's like made for like age play.
Okay.
It's like made up for like age play. Like if that's something you're into, like they have like plushies all around and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then there's a room with like your whips and your chains and your paddles and things like that. And then you have another room where it's like, it looked like a library for like sapiosexuals. Like and that's kind of like the bar area. And then you walk out and there's like a big cage, like a big human sized cage for like that type of play. And it's really interesting.
That is very interesting.
It's really interesting.
I'd like to go check that place out. Just to look around.
It's on the east side of Detroit. It's definitely really. I have to get the name for it, but they do host like things like they do host like different events there and stuff. I went to a poetry night, an erotic poetry night there, and they showed like they did a
I participated in one of those.
They did
Not
erotic poetry night.
Yeah.
Got to clarify.
They did a demonstration on how to tie knots and how to tie, your partner up and stuff safely, because there is a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. So they do, let you know how to do it safely. But it was a good time. Janae is in the chat.
It's giving pedophile. That's why I was questioning it. Like you said, that's a room for who? What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to
I'm
dial that word back. But yeah, like age play. Sorry, like age play.
I still don't know what that means either.
Me
but
either.
It's like
I was gonna stop the questions because then it was kind.
I think age play
I
is
don't
like
want
when
shame
you
or
wanna
nothing.
when some women or some men act
Like
like
to talk like a baby.
yeah, like talk
Okay.
like like
Or
that.
do like dress like a schoolgirl.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that. And then you have like I know. So I'm just gonna so some of taboo kinks are like gunplay, knife play, and thing. I'm definitely not into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to because some people like to have a loaded gun.
Right.
I've
While
done the
they
knife
do it.
play, not the gun play. I've done the knife play
I would.
You done the knife play?
with
Okay.
my husband.
Well, of course.
No, I mean it could have been somebody before.
It could
I
have
was
been,
married.
but that's
That's intense.
Tell me about it.
That's intense.
I can't picture that. Like, you was the one handling the knife?
No.
Oh.
Mm.
I would have to be the one handling the knife
My
if I'm gonna do
fantasy
that.
is
I ain't got
just
that
to-
much trust.
And I don't want to be raped in real life. It was like a fantasy I had where I wanted
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
there was a rapist or whatever, and he put the knife to my throat and just drew like a little bit of blood, not a lot.
Damn! Oh my
Okay.
god!
So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
That's why I said when you said this topic, I was like, I don't.
she said, "I
She
done
said, "I done it
all.
all.
Don't you even worry about it."
I done everything I wanted to do."
Yeah.
We do have Chris in here now. Chris, do you?
Hey,
Would
ladies.
you like to join in on the
Hey,
topic?
DJ
I am
Big
enjoying.
Chris.
Hey, if anybody didn't know, incredible, unforgettable DJ Big Chris in the mix.
Hey.
I'm available for all events.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm finding out new and interesting things about everybody.
That's all we do here, man.
That's all we do. Thank you for inviting me, ladies. I appreciate it. All right, continue.
But yeah, that is some exhibitionist play is something that I would like to try that I haven't.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. But I wouldn't even consider that something that I would be like
Scared.
shy about
Yeah.
or nervous about asking for. Like, I'm a pretty open
Straightforward.
straightforward person when it comes to that, especially if it's somebody that I'm with. If I'm
So
already
could you be with someone, to go stray off topic a little bit, but just to keep the topic interesting? So could you be with someone who wasn't open like that? Like, what if it was like a nerd that was just like, no, I just want you, and I just want, missionary sex, but sometimes we can adventure off to
Vanilla is
doggy
the word.
style.
no,
but
probably not. Like,
Boring is what you.
I don't-
Vanilla is the
yeah,
word.
Vanilla.
I don't think
say
so.
vanilla.
Like,
Green.
I need somebody that's going, and it don't necessarily have to be like the craziest thing. Like, you don't have to want to go to sex parties and have people watch you have sex and watch other people you don't have to do all of that. But when it comes to me and you getting to it,
gotta go
it
down.
gotta
But my questions always have like a
I know.
another
I
little
can't
twist
bring
to
it on.
So, but you didn't allow me to finish my
Yeah, permit me to finish my sentence.
Very valuable.
Another Jezebel Blues plug right there.
January 31st.
So I'm saying Mary Grove Theater. So I'm
6:30 p.m.
Doors open at 6.
6 vendors.
So, but my question was, could you be with someone who was on the straight and narrow and just wanted like basic sex, but you found out that they were that way after you'd already fallen in love with them? Like, would you be willing to sacrifice love for sex?
I feel like by the time I fell in love with you, I kind of probably already know what it is that you're into when it comes to those things. I could probably sense if you're a boring person or if you don't stimulate me enough. I probably already figured that out. But if I've already fallen in love with you, then I probably accepted it by then. So I would say, yeah, if I'm already in love with that person, you stimulate me, and obviously you stimulate me in some way. So, but I'm gonna have to try to
nudge
shake you up a little bit.
Shake you up a little bit.
Pull it out of you a little
Yeah,
bit.
I don't know if I could. Finding out after the fact, you said, like, then what were we doing
Yeah, I
up
mean,
until
say
the
for
person
instance-
Right, that's
fell
what
in
I'm saying.
love?
What was we doing? What's going on?
My thing is like, say for instance, it's like a long distance relationship when you haven't had any physical contact or whatever. But you just got to know each other by his mind. You love, his beliefs. He got a 6-figure income. Not that that's important, but it kind of is. And everything just lines up. And then he finally fly to your city. I'm always going to be about the story. He finally fly into your city, and you got the whips and the chains and the candles. No, I've done the candle thing before, too.
Me
and
too.
the candles.
I've done the candles.
And then you walk in, and he walk into the hotel room, and he like, baby, what you wearing? Why you got that mask on? And how about you this little cute
just go
negligee?
with it. Go with it.
How about you this little cute negligee?
It
to
gotta
wear?
be some type of compromise.
No.
Like, you
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
Especially if we love each other and you love me.
Yeah.
There's like, if you want to please me, if we, you know what I'm saying? Like there should be
to be
some type of-
completely
yeah.
closed-minded to what would please me if we've already established this and we already fallen in love. To be completely closed-minded to it, now come on now, we're gonna have to have some type of compromise.
Facts.
But like I said, I don't necessarily need too much craziness or whatever. Like, I am the type of person where I like to try things. I don't mind trying a lot of things. You feel me? But if it's something that I haven't already tried, and it's not like I need to try this, or I'm pretty much, I'm fine.
You know what? Hold on. I got a question. I'm thinking. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they can hear you guys, right? My Facebook Live can still hear you guys, what you're saying.
I'm sure.
If they
I'm
can hear
sure.
me, they
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
I
cool.
hope so.
So I've had a situation like that kind of recently. Like, I've been seeing this guy, and he's older than me by like, he's 42.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, like, I have a praise kink. I have a praise kink. I like,
Love that. Yep.
I don't. He's more
Excuse
on the
me? Praise?
praise kink. Yeah, I like to be
Like
I like to
worship.
be
Words
praised.
of affirmation.
Yeah, words of
Okay.
affirmation while we,
Yeah.
I thought you was
I have a
talking about, like,
list. I can
It's
read
a-
them.
It-
I thought she smelled like laying Bibles
Let her read
on
the
the
list.
bed. or
Oh,
something.
no.
Let her
I
read the
have-
list.
Well,
I have a
if
list.
I understand right, it just means the love language, but turned up.
Turn
Yeah.
up.
You just need to.
Yeah.
You need
let's
that go
turn
to
up a
go to
notch.
11 every
Like-
now and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
like
they'd be like, oh my God, you're such a goddess.
like
I love
like,
your baby hair. How
like
is it?
In her
Like-
ear. Softly in her ear.
like I love the way you're stuck in that.
Yeah.
Like, I like how you
Tell
doing
me
that.
how.
Yeah.
Tell me how you like it.
Yeah, yeah, tell me how
that
you like it. Tell me that you-
I'm doing
yeah.
it better.
You said something
Exactly.
about a list.
Anybody.
I do have a
Yeah,
list.
she said she had a
So
list.
it's the
have a list.
person that's telling you this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So and he's not used to that. Like, he's really quiet when it comes to like
That's
bedroom
another thing. I
activities.
don't like quiet sex.
Yeah, and I be trying to tell him, like, like, this is what I like, and we're kind of like, there is kind of getting a little better, but it's still like he's just
But
quiet.
he's trying still.
He's just a little bit, but he's older, and no offense, it's just kind of like older guys. When I deal with older guys, they're kind of like in their ways a little bit, and they're like not wanting to go out of the box with me because I'm this freaky kinky you know, like let's try this and let's do this, but it's like it's a wall. It's like I gotta, you know, I don't
Break
know
through.
about all that. You know what I mean? But like it's
Okay.
yeah.
I learned something new. I think I heard you said the praise sex before. But
Mhm.
kind of forgot it. So did you have a fantasy?
I said I couldn't really.
Because you've done everything.
Not even that I've done everything. I
Everything you
have
wanted to
done.
do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. And then like I'm still learning new things like the exhibitionists, and I didn't just learn that today, but that is something that I just learned about recently. And like, you know, I'm open to that. Like I'm open to a lot of things, but like I said, it's not really a hitting thing for me. It's like, you know, once I learn about it, if I want to try it, I don't have no problem being open and straight up about that. But also I'm very fucking single right now, and I don't have anyone to be open to that about. So
Yeah.
that's a story for another
Because
day.
there are things that I want to do. Like I would love to do sensory deprivation. I would love that. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
Can't see,
cutting off.
can't hear.
I
Cutting
know
off.
deprivation means
Okay.
to deprive.
Right,
Yeah.
and I was trying to
off
use my
sight,
context
blindfold.
clues.
Blindfold.
Ears.
Can't hear
See,
anything.
and a lot of things I've done, I just didn't know the names to
Yeah.
these kinks. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's
I've
that.
recently tried the ball gag. Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for
It's
me.
not for everybody.
Not, especially
I
if you
don't
like
think
praise.
that would be for me,
If you like
yeah.
praise sex, that definitely
I don't
would
think
be
that
for
would be
you.
for me either.
Not for me.
I got a question for the table.
Sure.
Have you ever found yourself on the same side of the kink spectrum as somebody so much that it's just not gonna work? Because I'm
So basically,
I'm a bad sub. I'm not good at it. So if you need to be the dom,
Okay. Okay.
it's
get what
not.
you're
It's
saying.
we're gonna. There's gonna be. It's just not. It's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't say that I have been in that situation like completely, because I'm a very versatile type of person. Like I can be sub and dom, and I actually like to switch it up. Like I don't want to be dom every time
Sure.
and then be sub every time.
Right.
But I was in a situation where I was dom every time, and it was just like, damn, give me some of that. Like
Right. Oh no,
I get some
yeah,
of that too.
I'm not saying 100% of the time. I'm just saying I know what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. So if
Right,
if I'm
right.
if she needs to be that,
then that wouldn't work
It's-
out
it's-
for
yeah,
you.
it's-
And so yeah, I was in a situation where I feel like that person needed to be that every single time, and it's just like I felt deprived. Like, okay, like I get it, I love being dom, but like sometimes I want to be dominated as well.
So is there ever a situation where you guys feel like it's probably that would be interesting if they raise their hand? But is there ever a situation where you guys feel like it's just too much sex, like they want it all? Not
No.
saying it's me. I'm not talking about my life. I'm just sitting here thinking of interesting questions where they want it too much, like all the time. And you're just like, okay, enough.
I've never been.
I've
in
never
that
been in that situation
before.
yet. I
Eric is
guess
raising
not.
his hand.
Yeah,
Really?
guess
he
not.
said, "Yep."
Is this the Dom person?
no, wait, no. She taught me how it was done.
Okay, period.
Okay, right. We like a.
I
good teacher.
got learnt.
You gotta learn.
Yes, I did.
And see, I'm not so good at being a dominant. Like that's something I'm still trying to really tap into, because I'm definitely more of a sub through and through. Like good girl, you know. And I just melt. But
Good girl.
I definitely want to try to be more dominant. But that would just have to be a conversation with whomever I'm with, or who, you know, like. Is this what you know?
That's something that they.
Yeah, do you like
that they
this?
like.
Like I can try. It's not my thing.
you're open
but
to it.
Yeah, I'm open to trying it. You know,
Okay.
'cause I know some guys who are complete masochists and just want you to kick them in the balls, and they like that.
No,
I would
please.
definitely.
Clearly,
I
I
would
want
definitely
children.
take money to do that.
Really?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that they pay top dollar for things like that. I just need to find. I just need to find them. Yep, I'll take your money.
we had like way back in the day. We had a
No, thank you.
dominatrix on the show. Remember her name was Candy Rain. Your
I
friend.
remember that.
She lives in Houston now.
remember
She
seeing
still is. She's still a dominatrix out here.
Well, I'm sure she making some money.
I don't even like stubbing my toe. I'm not.
Yeah, Yeah. So I think we've covered just about every topic with the straight. Good topic. Jayla for Straight
you.
No Chaser.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move along to the Let's Kick It segment, which is a segment I recently added for things that probably don't fit into any other segments, but we want to talk about. So this particular topic is, and I'm not speaking on any other race because I'm not another race, so I can't speak for you guys.
Sorry.
But as far as like the relationship dynamics for the black race. So the question is, do you guys feel like black men are teaching their sons how to love a black woman? And are black women teaching their daughters how to be loved as a black woman? Do you think our race is doing a good job with that? I'm not going to give my opinion on that yet.
Okay, well, I'll say this. My overall thought and just like straight up answer to that is no on both ends. But I think that there's like a bigger conversation to have as to why that answer is no and the root to that. And I think it's because there are way too many broken families in the black community. Like, that is the root cause, and that is the problem because ultimately, both black men and black women parents collectively should be teaching both their sons and their daughters how to give and how to receive love. And they should be that example of that. And there aren't a lot of examples of that. So no, ultimately, black fathers aren't teaching their daughters, and vice versa, because it's up to the black father to also teach their black daughters how to receive love from a black man. It's up to them to tell their sons how to receive love and how to give love. And it's the same for black women as well. So I think that the real issue and the real conversation is, how do we stop creating so many broken families, and how do we break the cycle of that so that we can then be the example of how to receive and how to give love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I definitely agree with that. I think we need to see, and I know a lot of people are going to, watch this live later or now, whatever, and jump on in the comments, put their super cape on and jump to the comments. But when I feel like when we try to have these discussions, a lot of black men enter it with their feelings. And they're like, oh, black women don't do that, black women.
Yeah.
But
Disdain
yeah,
for black
but
women.
Nothing is black and white. There are gray areas. Of course, there are some black women that are hard to love. There are black men that are hard to love. But I think with this, though, I think that more black men need to marry black women. And I'm not saying that in the sense where they're stepping outside of their race. Forget that.
Yeah.
We already know that's
about that
fucked up
broken
scenario.
family situation again.
It's just that regardless if you're dating, I'm not talking about dating outside your race. I'm saying when you're dating black women, are you marrying them though? And that's my whole thing. I think that's where the breakdown comes in. Even if it's if she already got kids, even if her family's already broken, but I'm saying now she meet a dude or whatever, they're dating years upon years upon years, and she, has a daughter, has a son. They see this man not marrying their mom and seeing their mom going all out for this man or whatever, and no ring, but he's getting all the, wifey privileges or whatever. I think that's one of the main issues within the black community. And I don't know if it's because black men think they're going to miss the freak train, so they don't want to get married, or if they just aren't ready for commitment, or if they saw fucked up shit and don't want to get involved in that cycle. I don't know what it is, but my answer would be a resounding no. I don't think that. And
Yeah.
like all the things that women put up with, their daughters are watching, like you said, even the sons are too.
Mhm. Yeah.
But as a black man, what do you think?
Yeah, thanks. I was just going to touch on everything you said. I feel like, and this is personally, it's just my opinion, I think that every black man has responsibility to show a black boy how to be a black man. Because too often in our society, there is no black man. I was blessed enough to have my grandfather because my dad died when I was a year and a half. He died 3 months before my second birthday. But my grandfather stepped in, and my two uncles stepped in, and they showed me a true example of what a man is supposed to be. My grandfather worked hard every day of his life. He didn't step out on my grandmother, like everybody thinks the stereotypical black man does. He didn't. He didn't have multiple families around the city or around the country. He worked multiple jobs when he had to support his family. He also he took me and my mother in when my father died, and he never wavered from that. And that was the example I lived by. I heard I can't celebrity say it. I know who it was, but she said she's a serial monogamist. And at first I kind of laughed at it, but I get it. I don't want to be that guy running around the city chasing tail because it's not a good look because you never know who's watching you.
Right.
You have young boys watching you, and this society has become something where it's I'm gonna hit this, I'm gonna hit that, I'm gonna hit that, and then I'm gonna do whatever. And it's just the whole dynamic is twisted, and I just feel like more black men should step up to the plate and be men. Not necessarily black men, just be men. Period. Take care of your family. If you're with a woman and nobody's perfect, but if you find that woman that's just as messed up as you are, and you guys can work together, do it. Be committed to that one person. Like you said, the freak train. At a certain age, the freak train is past your station, and you need to settle down in whatever town you're in, and just be that man that you're supposed to be. And it's a quote I had a long time ago. It says, "Be the man, or be the adult that you want your children to be." And I try to stick by that as much as I can, because you never know who's watching you.
Yeah, that's solid advice. Very solid.
I'm gonna agree with you guys. The answer is no, and this is and this is gonna sound crazy. This is coming from a person who is raising a black son, and he's 8, and he's getting older, and he's getting older to the point where he's starting to notice things, and he's starting to, and he's living with his dad right now because I feel as though it is important that he is around his dad and has that masculine structure, and no matter what me and his dad go through, we're in front of him we're a team. We are solid, we're a team, and we're a force for him. And all I can do is just have faith in him that he is teaching our son, how to love and how to properly. Because my son, he doesn't really know. He coming from he doesn't really know how to process his feelings all that much, but I've noticed a dramatic change, and from when he was living with me full time, from now that he's living with his dad, it's something about me seeing him change and him grow up. It is a little like, oh my God, my baby, oh God. But I know that's because his dad is doing what he needs to do and preparing him, and just being that male figure in his life. And he has uncles that are all around. He has his pop that is there too. So I'm just thankful that because I didn't have that male, my mom, she didn't show me how to love or how to be loved. It was always that, growing up as a young girl, stay away from boys, don't be around boys. And it's like, tell me why.
Yeah.
Like, you're not telling me why.
And inevitably, I'm going to be around boys. So tell me how to handle these things and maneuver around these situations and these relationships rather than just don't.
Yes. And that's where it's like, and that's why, me at this age now, I'm still having, I'm still dealing with issues with commitment and, trying to properly receive somebody's love and wanting to receive being loved in that way. But I can't right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? But I know I want to get to that point, but it just takes some self-work. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Donna said, very true. However, there are very good black men that make great husbands. It's all about standards and looking for the right person for you and the woman being prepared to receive that man. That's right. I agree.
Agreed.
She's from, hi, all. I'm from the Urban Experience Radio.
Oh, it's our Tuesday night show.
Oh,
cool
hey,
beans.
Shout out to Dana
Hey.
Jones. Dana
Shout out.
Jones, Jezebel Blues, January 31st, Maryville Theater, 6:30 p.m. Be there.
Yes, plug it.
I'm gonna have a ticket for you at the box office, Dana, for only $35.
I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm tired of having my people look at me. I'm trying to join.
Says we're live.
It's telling me to tap to watch
What
live.
is that
It's not
noise?
telling me to
We are
join.
live.
I promise we're live.
Stiletto
But
Boss.
I'm not saying we're not live.
Oh.
Can the people, I want to show
Yeah.
the live from my page.
I think so. Yeah.
And I just want to say real quick, these three young ladies, next to me are amazing in Jezebel's Blues.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Cornbread, we have Gypsy. Oh, and yours truly, I forgot. I am in that play.
You
Yeah,
are.
I am.
Mr. Butler.
Mr. Butler,
The
Virgil,
ice cream man.
the ice
Mr.
cream man.
Virgil.
I clean up afterwards.
Can someone go to my page and tell me if they can see the CRB radio live from my page? I don't think so. I think I'm just watching on Facebook. I don't think you can see it from my page. But anyway, let's keep it moving along.
Urban Experience Radio is at 8:30 on Tuesdays. Okay. Where can you get a ticket?
You can go to StilettoBossProductions.com. You can also get them at the box office. You can see anybody
Well,
in the
no,
room.
we won't do the box office because we want her to commit to it and come ahead of time.
StilettoBossProductions.com.
So it's StilettoBossProductions.com. I'll post. You know what? I should have posted it to Cave Radio. That's just me. That's not. I should have posted it to Cave Radio's Facebook page, and I will. But it's StilettoBoss Productions.com. And the link is right there. Yeah, so we're going to keep the topic moving along, the segment's moving along to CC's Bar.
Okay. Let's get right into it, guys. Welcome to CC's Bar. If you have a drink, take a sip, okay, and come sit. Because we are going to talk about an experience that I had with a messy breakup. And this is in light of, New Year is usually kind of like cutoff season. It's like you leave people that don't need to come with you into the next year in the last year. And so in light of that, and also in light of me, I guess I'm kind of stepping back out into the dating scene, or not actively, but I guess I'm ready to. Let me talk about a little messy breakup that I had. And I'm not talking messy like busting out windows, bleaching clothes, fighting.
Thank goodness.
Went through a phone, pulled up. No, not messy like that.
Not like
I'm
that.
talking messy dramatic, like drama, like a soap opera, if you will, that I am so disappointed that I had to be a part of. So let's get right into it. So I'm with this person who will remain unnamed because of growth. And at this point of the story, we've been together for about 3 years. But it's like, should have been the end of the road a long time ago. So that's where we're at with it. It's like very rough patch. It's to the point where we're considering couples therapy. And that's their sign right there that we probably should have just broke up, because what are we doing? But, you know, in light of trying to work it out, trying to stick it out, we were considering couples therapy. The weekend before our scheduled consultation for therapy, I do feel like this person was trying to sabotage the whole thing. It's like, you could have just broke it off. But on this particular night, I had an event with my organization. My partner at the time was going to be dropping me off and picking me up, okay? So she drops me off, which is, you know, that's smooth. And usually when you're picking somebody up or dropping them off, you're either going to tell them when you're on your way, and maybe not, but you're definitely going to tell them when you're there, right? Cell phones are invented now. You're definitely going to text this person when you have arrived to the pickup spot.
Absolutely.
Or am I tripping? Is that usually how things work?
No, that's
It's
how
called
things should
safety.
do.
Okay, yeah. So
Safety.
So the event is coming to a close to the time it's supposed to end. But, you know, like sometimes things run a little later, whatever the case may be. But whether it's running later or it's ending on time, I'm probably not going to step outside until I know my person is outside to pick me up, right? So that, you know, like I said, the event is coming to an end. I'm saying my goodbyes, but it's probably about like 20, 30 minutes past the end time, and I haven't heard anything. So I text her. I said, hey, is everything okay? Are you on your way? And she texts me back with an attitude. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I've been waiting on you for 45 minutes. Oh. I'm like, what? 45 minutes? Like, I never knew that you were on your way nor that you were outside. What's going on? So I go outside. I get in the car, and you know, I'm apologetic for the misunderstanding. Like, you know, I'm not feeding into the attitude because, like I said, we've already been in a rough patch. And I'm kind of at a point where, like, I'm still trying to work it out, but I'm also don't really have a lot of energy for arguing and all of that. And I'm also we're in the midst of trying to go to couples therapy. So I'm trying to be emotionally mature and understanding, and I'm trying to be great at my communication and everything like that. So, you know, I'm not being argumentative. I'm like, you know, I apologize for the misunderstanding, you know, and she is furious. And it's like to the point where, like, okay, it's definitely something more wrong. Something else is wrong other than you waiting outside for me, because once again, I didn't know you were out there. You didn't tell me, but you're like angry as if there's something else wrong. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out what it is, and she's not telling me. She's basically saying, like, you're just inconsiderate of my time, blah, 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 blah. So she was just not trying to open up to me. By the time we make it to the house, she does not want to come in. She's like, I just need my space. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you your space. I tell her I love her, and I tell her I am here when you're ready, and I'm here when you need me. And I go inside. Some time goes by. I hear her come inside, but she does not come into the room. So more time goes by. I'm like, okay, maybe she came in and left back out. I go into the kitchen to get something, and all the lights are out. So I'm like, okay, maybe she did leave. All the lights are out. So I turn the kitchen light on, and when I turn around, I see her sitting on the living room floor. Mind you, she's sitting in the pitch black dark, just on the living room floor. So I asked her if she's okay and if she's ready to talk. Completely ignores me. So I'm like, okay, you probably still need your space. So I turn the light back off. I go back into the room. More time goes by. I hear her leave again. But I have her location, so I still see her location and saying she's still at the house. So I'm like, maybe she just went to sit in the car. Like, she's sitting outside again. So I go back into the kitchen to get something else. I turn on the light, and I notice that the drawer is open, and there is a note written on a folder. And the note says, since you don't care about me and no one cares, my mom doesn't care, my dad doesn't care, don't come looking for me when I'm dead. And sitting on the note is a knife, just carefully placed on the note. And so, mind you, I'm the type of person where, like, I really worry. Like, I don't know why, but I have really deep anxiety about, like, people going missing and something happening. And she knows this because there was another situation that's another story. But she knows this, so I'm worrying. So I call her mom. Me and her mom, we end up driving around. We're looking for her. We can't find her. Her phone is going straight to voicemail. And it's just nothing, like no sign of her. So there was nothing I could do but go back home and wait. But the longer I waited, it turned from worry to anger. It was a mix of emotions, like worry, anger, just done, complete disconnect. Like it was just a lot of things going through my head. I had no idea what to expect when she came back, if she came back, if something happened to her. I didn't know. So hours go by. I'm talking like almost 12 hours. She didn't come back until like 6, 7 in the morning. And I hadn't slept. So I'm like up. And she walks through the door and I'm thinking like, okay, she gonna walk through the door and I'm gonna get an explanation or something. Nope. She walks in and it's not even like, it was like a scene out of a movie, y'all. She walked in crying, hyperventilating. She walked in stumbling, like something has happened. And mind you, she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke. So the way she was acting, it was like she had been drugged and beaten, and like this is how she was acting. And she's walking in the room, she's stumbling around, she's hyperventilating, she's crying, she's like, my head. And I'm like, what is wrong? I didn't even have, and this was, I know now, like very a manipulative tactic that she used to do all the time when she knew she was wrong. I never had the time to actually be upset about something because now she's sick. Now she's hurt. Now something has happened to where I have to be attentive to her, and I have to tend to her needs or whatever and be her caretaker. So this was another one of those situations, but it was like the most extreme instance of it. So now I'm trying to figure out what happened to her and what's wrong. She ends up like fumbling over on the bed, halfway on, halfway off. And so like I help her get all the way onto the bed, and as soon as I lay her on the bed, all the drama stops. She's just completely fine. She went from my head to like, it was just bizarre. Like, it's just the best way that I can describe it. Bizarre.
Yeah, sounds like she needed a bottle.
Yes, it was she needed a nipple. Like,
A nipple.
she needed to be nursed. So after that, like, I'm looking and I'm like, I'm confused. I'm a lot of things. But I decided to just get up and go in the bathroom and take a shower. Cause I'm like, okay, let me calm down. At this point, I've been the bigger person so many times, so much, and I'm still in that role of being the bigger person, of me just, I'm going to try to have a conversation now that she's done with her show.
Emotional tirade.
She's done putting on her show.
Right.
So I go and take a shower to calm down. I come out of the bathroom. I get in the bed, and she's still just laying there, calm and fine. No headache, no drama, no drunkenness, none of that. And so I look and I said, "Are you ready to talk now?" And then she starts again, "I can't talk to you. You don't listen to me. You never understand." Da, da, da. She starts going, and I just shut down. I was just like, "I'm done." I cut her off. I said, "I'm done." And I said, "I just feel like there are a lot of things that you need to work on by yourself, and there are things that I need to work on my own." Mm-hmm. And her response to that was, "I thought you said you were done." And I ain't gonna lie, she ate me up with that.
Wow.
Nope, I know that
I ain't
pissed
gonna
you
lie.
off.
I ain't gonna lie, she ate me up with that. But I had no more like energy to even be pissed. Like I didn't have it in me anymore. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? You right. So I'm gonna show you. I packed my shit. I left. And she was texting me the next morning. "I can't believe you left me." It was the guilt trip part. "I can't believe you left me like everybody else. You really did this and da 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 da." And then she went into her explanation about what happened that day, why she was so upset, and what happened that night. And I promise you, her explanation of what happened to that day and why she was upset, it was all choked up to just a regular bad day. like a normal bad day of slight inconveniences. And then she told me that when she left, she drove to the casino, lost all of her money, drove up to the top of the casino, the roof, took a whole bunch of pain pills. This is what she says. But she also is a pathological liar, too. Took a whole bunch of pain pills and then considered driving off the roof, but changed her mind and then decided to just come home and put on a show and
was able to drive home after
was
taking.
was able to drive home and put on a show and then be tucked into bed and be just fine right after that. And you know, again, I know now that it was just a part of her manipulation and her trying to get away from being accountable for, you know, her mistake. And not even mistake, but her like just straight up bullshit. And later we did have another conversation where I was like, what was that about? And she ends up saying like, oh, I just said that I wasn't suicidal. I would never do that. But she did say that I couldn't talk to you because when you came into the living room and I was in the dark, I had a knife and a lighter in my hand and you ignored me. You just shut the light back off. You had a knife and a lighter in your hand? You weren't suicidal. So what were you, homicidal? Like, what was your plan? Was that for me?
Right.
Like,
were you gonna melt some butter?
This
Like
is
what is
exactly.
is the
Wait.
butter frozen and you're so mad about it that
Right.
this is how you're gonna make toast? That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I'm
don't-
keeping to myself over here.
No, but
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't
what,
how-
Tribe? It's fine. It's fine, and I get it. And
I
you know
was
what?
I was that person.
It-
And now I don't know how I
Look.
wouldn't yawn in somebody's face.
And you know what? Same. But also, that's why when people be, I don't mean y'all like y'all in the room, but when y'all be judging people for like staying too long or dealing with a whole bunch of shit, like I keep my mouth shut because I've been there before.
Mhm.
And you know, when you're in the midst of certain things, it's hard to see past the mist. It's hard to see the signs. It's hard to not ignore some triggers when some of the triggers weren't always that. You feel me? Like I feel like there were characteristics
Small
in
little
this
triggers
person that turned into toxic traits, but didn't start off that way.
Tell me how far off base I am. My thing is, I know that I've read people wrong before. And if I'm reading this situation wrong, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to help you, and this person actually genuinely needed help, and I was the person who was like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know I couldn't bear that.
Yeah, and that's your
And getting
own
over
guilt.
that
Yep.
is
You got to get over
That's the thing.
that guilt of it. But this person left me no room to do that because she gave me the guilt herself. She
overplayed her hand.
master guilt tripper and manipulation. And you know, I will say like from this situation, I definitely learned how to choose myself. And I will say this for everybody listening to kind of like wrap it up. You know, sometimes staying is not always the best option. I thought in that situation that staying calm was me being mature and me being emotionally mature. And I thought that once again, staying was the right thing to do, was me being loyal, was me not being like everyone else. But it didn't matter who I was being if that person is the problem.
It's not accepting it.
You know, it didn't matter if I was like everyone else, if I was like myself, if I was the best person in the world. It doesn't matter if that person is the common denominator. Right. And so I think that's the biggest takeaway for me is like pay attention to the common denominator because this person had issues with everybody in their life. They couldn't sustain any relationships in their life. So I think that like when we're dealing with people, pay attention to how they handle other people around them. Yeah. And if you don't see any type of stable relationship, sometimes that means that they're the problem. You know, so that's my takeaway, and I hope that's something that you can take away from it too as well. Choose yourself, you know, like choose peace over performances. You know, passion is not always butterflies and the the cutesy stuff. Sometimes passion can turn into toxicity. And once it turns into that, I don't think that you should let it linger longer, because I think that you will suffer in the end, and it'll be at your expense.
Absolutely.
So yes, guys, that is Cece's Bar. I hope you enjoyed this drink, and I hope you drunk it all up. And also, if you would like to have a little vent session with me that comes with some advice live on the Stiletto Effect podcast, you can DM me at cc.universe. That is on Instagram. That's SISI.universe. Or you can DM me on Facebook at Sierra Nicole, or on TikTok at Nicole Sierra. And that's Cece's Bar.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love that little cocktail mix.
I'm
That
glad
had
you
some
liked it.
twists and turns.
Imagine living through it.
Child. Sometimes we stay in situations like that out of guilt, though, or we
Yeah.
think we can fix someone.
Mm-hmm.
I think especially as black women, and I hate to keep on bringing up black women, but again, I'm only a black woman. We feel as if being the fixer isn't breaded into us. It's just like, you got to fix everything, everybody, and then it leaves no room
Exactly.
for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially with the new year, like you said, Cece, with the new year, it's like, you know, now it's, you know, it's time waits for nobody. We're in a whole nother year. Like, start doing stuff that serves you, you know, to your best ability. I know that I had to cut off. I know I've lost.
Ooh, child.
I know I lost a lot in this last year. I know I lost a lot, but I also gained a lot as well. And I know I had to cut some people off because of I was staying around for comfortability.
Yeah.
It's just me feeling comfortable with that person and wanting to stick around to see if that person could change, or if that person could be this person, or try to make this person see this. And it's like, now it's another. I don't want to do that in a whole nother year.
Right.
Like, let's just cut it off right now, and just, you go your way, I go my way. It's no longer serving me. It's no longer serving both of us.
Yep.
This is not where you want to be. This is not where I want to be, or how I should be treated. So I'm just gonna, you know.
And it's hard, though, like when the people you need to cut off is family.
Yeah.
Like Oprah's doing this whole thing where it's a special she did where people cut their family off, like moms, dads, everything, just cut contact off for like years. I don't think I would have been able to do that, but it depends on the situation. But
For sure.
just to, like, you already know, sometimes some people in my life try to censor me, but I'm just like a person who can't be censored. And I
At
pride
all.
myself in that, because one thing that you're going to get from me is authenticity.
Right.
Like, I can't do fake. And if I tried to, my face would
We'll
show
tell
everything.
the story.
So, transparency. Most of my mom's side of the family are fucked up. I only deal with a few of them. And when I say a few, I can count on one hand. My mom spent her entire life, well, I won't say entire life, but I've known her, always trying to fix it. And some of them would do things that hurt my mom, or we as her children would see that it's hurting her, or they would say something out of the way to us, and my mom would always censor us. No, I don't want a rift in the family. Don't say nothing. Don't do this. Don't do that. And she, you know, died basically with that mindset. Like, she never found like a moment. She never really found what she was chasing, which was, and that's because, like, your dad died when you were 2. Her mom died when she was 2. And then her dad ended up, like, marrying a crazy stepmom. The stepmom abused her. All the older siblings had left by that time, but it was just her and her younger sister. They had her younger sister believe, the stepmom had her younger sister believing she was her real mother and not my mom's. All this time, her younger sister's thinking, we don't share the same mom, not knowing their mom died. She would have beat my mom and abused her till my mom would run away. So eventually, at the age of 13, they put her inside, she went into foster care. until she was grown, like grew out of foster care. So I think that set up this mentality that when she connected with, her siblings and all this stuff, that she wanted to keep this family, but it was a facade because they were all unhealed.
Yeah.
So then you don't even know, you got a bunch of unhealed people trying to form a family or whatever. So I have learned to cut people off. I don't care if they're family or whatever. Like I said, if it costs me my peace, it costs too much. Especially since in 2024, I lost my baby brother who was like a child to me. Once you lose somebody to that extent, losing motherfuckers just mistreating you to still walk on the earth, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like, bye.
God bless Rock. That's my guy.
I told my one cousin, and she was all offended by it. I told her, I said, I don't want to see you ever again, not alive or in a coffin.
Wow.
Hey,
And I
it be like
and
that.
I stood, and I still stand 10 toes on that. And that was last year when I texted her that. And I mean that shit if you watching and creeping through the halls of Facebook. Because I noticed you blocked me, but you got another page that you opened up that I can see that I don't even go on. So I still mean it.
Period.
Boom.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So,
You gotta protect your peace
yeah.
at all times.
I don't wait till the new year.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
This all year round, babes.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
New
I
year,
ju-
new me. Forget all that. New day, new me.
Yeah.
I just realized the older I get, like, I'm okay with having a small circle. Like, I'm okay with, having the people there who've always been there and, like, I know are solid. I don't need, the big group of people around me or, people who I think are my friend. Like, no, I want to know, and especially, like, because I did lose a very dear friendship of mine, I'm starting to, it made me start to really like lock in on my relationships, not just romantically, but like everybody around me, like those who have been there for me, because I know I can be a little closed off. I'm a Libra in that way. Like if something's going on with me, I'm gonna convert until I feel better, and then I'm gonna come back out.
Yep,
Like
me too.
I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like I rather not have anybody on my sad island. I rather I keep it away from everybody. Then when I'm feeling better, I'll come back.
Let you know what's going on.
But
yeah.
sometimes that hurts people, and I get it. But it's like, at the end of the day, this is I just have to be who I am at the end of the day. Like I know being that closed off isn't okay in some senses, but I'm working on that. But it's like, if you are my friend and you are really somebody who is with me, then you understand that, and you know how to, hold on, let me check on Jayla real quick. Let me
Right, that part.
let me see how she doing real quick. I know she probably in her, but let me just, do a little temperature check, because eventually I'm gonna come back out, and it doesn't mean I don't love you or I haven't, you know what I'm saying, or I love you less. I just need I just need a little space. I don't want nobody in my sad island. Just give me a minute.
I'm
Give me a
just like super, super loyal and super, super like, let me help you with this or help with that. And then when I don't get even a little bit of it reciprocated, then my feelings get hurt. But then I'll still give you another chance. And thank God I'm not in that space anymore where God have to keep saying to me, I showed you who they were. Let me show you again, dummy. Now it's like when I see you, it's, no, don't have time for that. And you find out about that when you create a show or write a play and direct and produce or whatever. You see who are there for you, who are there for you. And I have people like, oh, I wish I could, if I was in Michigan or whatever, or Detroit or whatever, I would come to your show or whatever. And then they move here and then they don't come. And you're like, what was all that you were saying? Or I want to see the next show. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be it. And then the next show comes and they don't. But some of these same people can text me or ring my phone to borrow money, but you've never seen any of my shows. And this ain't a fish fry. This ain't selling Avon. This is something, and I'm not slighting those things. I'm just saying it's not as big as those things.
Yeah.
Like, this is something I don't expect for someone. My husband was like, well, you can't expect people to know how it feels, how it's a big deal to write a full-length play and produce and direct it or whatever. I'm like, I don't expect them to know exactly how it feels, but they should know if it's a big deal. And then if
Yeah.
you don't, and you're like, you really know me in real life and you don't even come and you don't give me an explanation as to why and all these other things. But most of my audience are filled with people I don't even know in real life. And that's sad.
Yeah, that's how it is. The people that don't know you probably support you the most. Will support you the most.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Jayla. I'm definitely in a season where I'm still working on being okay with having a smaller circle because the smaller circle is getting even smaller, and there are people falling off of that, and not even it feels like it's just natural. It's not coming with like conflict or but it still doesn't take away from like the grief of it. Realizing that like at some point we're not connected the way that we used to be,
yeah.
and for example, I lost my grandmother in October. And there are friends, even people that I consider close friends, that didn't check on me, that didn't text me, that didn't even offer condolences when my grandmother passed. And I am trying to get out of this thing because lately, for some reason, I've been in this mindset of like, okay, is it something I did? Like, did I fall short somewhere? Like, I'm trying to like cross my T's and dot my I's and reflect. Like, I know that I'm not perfect, and I know that sometimes I fall short. So I'm just trying to think like, did I do something wrong? Am I at fault here for these fall offs and this and that? But then I also have to like remember that a lot of times, like, I am that friend that's doing the checking up and doing the, and it's like, it's kind of hard coming to terms with the fact that like sometimes you need that too. And sometimes if you realize that it's like one-sided, especially when it comes to like losing someone like your grandmother, and you're seeing that, so it's just like coming to terms with sometimes people are just gonna like fall off like leaves, and it doesn't have to come with a big conversation or a big conflict. And that I'm big on communication, so it is hard where it doesn't come with a big conversation, but also I'm in a space where I really don't have a lot of the energy to initiate those conversations, especially when I can't even think of what could be.
And that's a big
something
thing.
that,
Right.
I don't know.
It just comes with, I feel like I've just come with identifying my roots. Like, I don't know, everybody's seen the, the Medea play where she talk about roots, she talk about branches,
and
leaves.
leaves.
I'm just trying to identify my roots and who are those people that are sticking there and who were just branches. Now, did I lose? Now, and just like you said, Cece, I'm in that space where it's like, okay, did I cause this, or I need to take some accountability on why this happened. But at the same time, it's like also just identifying with myself on, okay, I know I could have did this, but at the same time, if we're supposed to be, if you're supposed to be one of my roots, you taking yourself out of the equation because of this is like wait, where's the understanding? Because if it were me, I definitely would be there for you. I would be there for you, but in a space where I couldn't be there for myself, where were you? And then it's like, I know where I messed up and I could take full accountability for that, but where were you when this, you know what I'm saying? Because we're supposed to, but sometimes, things happen, and just like you said, people grow apart. We move on, and that's just growing up. That's just life.
Yeah. Well, I'm really proud of the honesty per usual at this table, and just like the vulnerability. Like, it's hard to be vulnerable in spaces, especially when you have people watching that don't know you and may judge you or whatever. But we're gonna move on to topic because we have just 20 minutes left in the show. The next topic is my topic. The next segment is my segment. It's called If Stilettos Could Talk. And it's where I treat you guys to, I invite you into the mind of the Stiletto Boss,
Oh,
where I write a
wonderful.
story. Sometimes I might perform the story or the skit, and sometimes I have others. As of late, because it's so heavy on my brain, directing and writing and all that stuff, I kind of pass out or whatever, or give the responsibility to my other castmates or co-hosts. So this one is called Coffin, not to be confused with, I know it's flu season, not coughing, but Coffin.
Anyone who knows you knows exactly which coffin you're talking
Right,
about.
exactly.
All right, so
This is a code read, by the way.
this is going to be performed by Sierra Nicole and DJ Big.
DJ
Back.
Big Chris in the
Big-
house.
DJ Big
Wow, it's okay. It's all right.
Great.
My
Because
sis,
I heard
that's
you
how we
throw the
do.
little shot at me when I said I'm transparent or whatever, and I speak my mind. You're like, yeah, you do.
You do.
DJ
She
Big
held
Back.
on to that.
Didn't she? It's all right.
For
I'll
dear
get her
life.
later.
All right, so Coffin.
As I sat there with tears splashing into my wine glass, caused by yet another shattered heart, I traced the old scars on my wrists, left by my second suicide attempt, and contemplated reopening those telltale scars. To distract my mind from going there, I flipped on the radio with a desperate sense of urgency. Music has shown me compassion through my lowest of lows and moved my feet as I celebrated my highest of highs. Just as I was about to change the station from yet another Viagra commercial, the most sensual voice filled my dimly lit kitchen. It commanded my attention but wasn't overbearing. But the best way to describe it was like the soothing sound of a saxophone on a hot, sexy summer night. The need to have that voice whisper in my ear was so strong, I found myself caressing my ear, imagining his lips lightly brushing against it. He said he was taking song requests. I knew exactly what I wanted to hear, so I called in.
Welcome to the Dark Hour. This is DJ Silk. Caller, what's your name?
Hi there. My name is Sasha.
Why are you up so late, Sasha?
I'm nursing a broken heart.
Oh, that's not cool. What can I do to help, Sasha?
I want to hear the one song that stops the bleeding.
I can't have you bleeding all over my airwaves. What would you like to hear?
The name of the song is Coffin.
Sasha, baby, what kind of name is Coffin for a song? Oh wow, I found it. Sasha, you there?
I was lost in the trance of him calling me baby. I said, shh, just listen. As I swayed my hips to the music and closed my eyes, I swear his hands caressed my ass. And for just a little while, I forgot all about my broken heart. This intimate exchange went on for the next 3 weeks. I would pour my glass of wine and call in. We would chat for a minute, and he would ask, what can I do to make it better? And I would say, play Coffin for me. We started chatting during commercial breaks and sometimes after the show went off air. One night, after a long conversation of flirting and very sexually charged interaction, it dawned on me that not only was I over my broken heart, but I could barely remember the features of my ex's face. The sound of Silk's voice made every memory of him fade into the undeserving abyss where I stored all the other fuck boys. But to my frustration, he never asked to meet me. So of course, I did what any warm-blooded woman would do. I pulled up his Facebook page, and there it was in all its irritating glory, a picture of him and his girlfriend. This was just a minor setback. I had run girlfriends off before, but it has me questioning the sincerity of our relationship. Yes, whether he knew it or not, we were in a relationship. So that night, I slipped on my black silk stockings with the red lace garter and my little black dress, slid into my 6-inch red stilettos, and headed to the radio station. This time, things felt right. I needed to see him. I loved him, and I was ready to OD off the taste of me all over it as I slid it into my mouth. our connection was special and would not end with his blood on my hands like all the others. As I approached the studio door, I whispered, "Get ready to love me and only me, DJ Silk, because if not, I have a coffin just your size."
It was so long ago when I wrote that, I forgot how good it was.
I was sad about getting fired as the DJ for
I know.
like 2 minutes, and I was like, no, actually, this is going to work out for me.
Oh my.
Thank you.
that was sexy.
I see.
That was sexy.
Yeah, maybe I should turn that into a play.
Wow.
Full-length play.
You got so much material.
I know.
Right.
Like,
My
you could do a
catalog's
whole,
like,
yeah.
Exactly.
And if you can't
Okay.
wait for that to be written into a play, Jezebel's Blues, January 31st, Marygrove College.
That's right.
6:30
right.
p.m. Doors open. Doors open at 6.
What was that website again?
That is StilettoBossProductions.com.
StilettoBossProductions.com.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
Elisa said, "Yay, nice. Thank you, Elisa."
Thanks,
And
Elisa.
hey,
Thank you,
Nessa.
Elisa.
Hey, Nessa.
Those my door divas, Vanessa and Elisa. If y'all see them, y'all know
Hey,
y'all about to
Nessa.
have a good time.
Nessa say, oh, snap.
So real quick before we get off into Jungle Love, I want to say to everyone, some people you guys have seen the teaser, you've seen this. The name of the show is called Jezebel's Blues. Don't judge a book by its cover or a teaser by its content. This show is not. First of all, there's not even a sex scene in it. I hate to disappoint some people out there that probably want that, but don't judge the show. Come and see for yourself. It's laughter. It's comedy. Like 1 minute you'll be like, I was just laughing. Why am I crying? I was just happy. Why am I pissed? Like it has so many. Like one person described it that saw it as layers. There's a lot of layers to this show, and the dancing, the singing, the writing are all phenomenal. Chef's kiss. And even though I'm the chef, I'm telling you, the kiss.
She ain't lying.
Shayla.
She ain't lying.
All right, so we're going to move on to Jungle Love real quick. That's Jayla, a.k.a. Noodle.
Hey, Noodle.
Gonna laugh every
I
time.
know. It's like, it's going to take a minute to set it.
I'm telling
Like,
Noodle.
what kind of noodle? Is it a linguine?
It's all types of noodle. Like, well, my
said it's
friends
all
describe it
types
as
of
a very thick noodle. So,
Okay.
you know,
Oh.
it's like a
Period.
udon noodle.
It's the biggest sheet of
An
lasagna
udon.
you've ever seen.
It just got real. It just
Tablecloth.
boom,
An udon noodle, if you will.
boom.
All right, well,
Very
hey
good.
everybody, and welcome to Jungle Love. Happy New Year. We are back, and I am your host with the most, the one and only McLovin, but of course, I go by Noodle as well. And if you haven't already started making that Jungle Love playlist, go right ahead and tap in. Whether you have an Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Tidal, whatever you may have, go ahead and add to that Jungle Love playlist. And tonight on Jungle Love, you want to make sure that When I'm in Your Arms by Cleo Soul is on your playlist if it isn't already. Eric, can we play that first bit, please?
That's my song.
Thank you, Eric. So this is called When I'm in Your Arms by the beautiful Cleo Soul. Now, I just recently got put on to Cleo Soul, maybe 6 months ago, during the summertime of 2025. And I've been hooked on her music ever since then. She is just very I really like vibe. I'm more of an R&B girly. I love hip hop, but I'm really more of an R&B girly. So I love the mellow tone vibes that she gives. And we play that second snippet before I get into this.
Tell me, will you keep me safe when
When I'm in Your Arms is the 6th track on Cleo Soul's debut album, Rose in the Dark. Great album, by the way. Just plug. Released March 27th, 2020. This song was produced by Inflow and also written by Cleo and Inflow. This song definitely puts you in a mood. Like, for some reason, ever since I heard this song, like, it instantly, there's a few songs that, like, instantly, like, puts me in the mood and, like, turns me on. But this song was, like, one of those ones where I listened to it and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. Like, this song just gives you, like, it just puts you in that seductive, confident, like, dominant, yet submissive vibe. And for some reason, when I'm listening to this song, I can just imagine a hand just going around my neck. Love that. Just imagine a hand just going around my neck.
Oh.
Definitely a top tier foreplay song. Can we get that next snippet, please?
Control me, 'cause it feels so good. Feels so good. I'm in your arms.
This song just invokes like the longing for a lover's touch, for their feel, and if you hear in the background not just her vocals, but the instruments that's playing in the background, like listen to the song from top to bottom. The instruments is really like, even in the beginning, like the whole intro is like a minute long. Even before she starts singing, it's like a minute long of just instrumental, and it's just like this soulful, just sultry beat just happens even before she starts singing. Let's get that next snippet, please, Eric.
Did you love the way I noticed how you look into my eyes right before we cross the line? The way we grind.
Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it.
And Cleo voice just seduces you, and then it just like on top of that, it just brings this backdrop of just angelic instruments and soul just pulsing through. That is honestly one of my favorite verses. Like it's really about just that intimacy, that eye contact. Like it's like I don't have to say it like with words. I can just look at you and just know like this is, this is this happening? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is happening. Let's play that very last. This is my favorite part of the song.
Warmth in your kiss. Don't let go from my grip. Feels so good in your arms. You wanna know how to hold on low. You wanna say, wanna flow, wanna own. You give me love and you make things roll. Make me feel something new, something old. You wanna know how to hold on the low. You wanna say, wanna flow.
And that just goes on. And it just goes on and on and on. Like this song, guys, this song is top tier. Definitely on that Jungle Love playlist, guys. Please add this to your playlist, Cleo Soul, and also check her out as an artist in general. She is like, I love her voice. And there's just a few songs that just get you like empowered and like helps you with your mood. Like there's a song that I love that gets you like motivated, but this song right here definitely puts you in that mood because it's not like too slow, but it's not too fast at the same time. It just puts you at that great like pulsating beat that you want to be at when you're like in that mood with your partner. Don't forget to add this to your Oochie Coochie. Drop them draws. Songs that make you say, ah, red light, special, wet, juicy. Get it wet and juicy. Jungle Love playlist. And if you have any song suggestions that you believe should go on the Jungle Love playlist, please message me on IG at iDance, DANZ, McLovin with 2 I's, and on Facebook, Renee, RENEE, Esper, ESPER. And that is Jungle Love for the night.
Yes.
Amazing.
I never heard that song before. You?
No.
Wow,
I,
so you
gotta
I
talk
play a
to
lot of
DJ
music.
something.
Right,
I've never
you
heard it. You just
introduced
That's a
put
top
me-
flight groove right
Yes.
there.
Right, you
I
put me
got
on.
introduced to that song
Wow.
very randomly on a random station on Apple Music,
Mm.
and I added it to my playlist.
See, you done gave DJ Big Girl.
Shit.
Oh my
I learned that song from, so I'm a
Love
frequent
a big
flyer
girl.
of YouTube. I'm a frequent flyer of YouTube University, and I listen to a lot of playlists. And on YouTube, there's a guy called, okay, I'm probably gonna pronounce his name wrong. He's called Bobby Nuns.
Just stop.
I can't.
Bobby in.
Bobby N.
Yeah,
Bobby
just
N.
say
I'm sorry. He makes the best playlist, and I'm so sorry, Bobby. I love you so much. He makes the best playlist, and this so happened to come across one of them, and I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
oh,
Chances are you
I
didn't
see it
offend
is
Bobby.
one of-
Chances are Bobby ain't listening.
I can
So
see
we're
this
gonna-
is definitely one of those songs that you stumble across and you fall in love. Like,
There are
let me
some
add
songs.
this.
There are some songs when I hear that makes you feel like you want to listen to in the dark. That's one of
Yes,
those.
that
one.
is,
Yeah.
that's a great
Yeah.
description
That's
of that.
exactly it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But-
But maybe like a LED,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yes.
little red light,
Yeah.
just a little something
Yeah.
of the LED
this song
light.
gives me
Yeah.
goosebumps." It was like when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, you got to send it to me because I didn't catch the name. So
oh, it's called
share
When
it.
Chloe
I'm in Your Arms."
I'm in your arms,
Just-
Chloe Soul.
Drop it to me. Share it to me. girl.
Got you.
Cleo
I got a
Soul.
lot going on here because
Mm-hmm.
Stiletto.
Oozing
No,
sexiness in
Stiletto.
that song.
Because you can go to Stiletto Boss Productions and get those tickets to Jezebel's Blues
January 31st, Mary Grove Theater.
Yeah.
Theater. And Mary Grove redid their theater. There's state of the art sound and lights, brand new stage, all of the goods. So that's perfect because it's 7:58. So we're going to close the show out
Perfect timing.
as we normally do. So I'm going to say to you all, especially for 2026 and especially to all my strong women, no matter what color you are, if you wear it, whether you're a man or a woman, black, white, Asian, whatever, stiletto is a state of mind. Don't let anyone steal your shine, especially not ice. Strut on.
Strut on.
Strut. Oh.
Strut on, ladies.
Pretty girls walk like big boss vet. Pull up in the vet, flood out my wrist with some ice around